Hi Mr. Hazwan. So kita start lah. Assalamualaikum and great days. Before I start, I will introduce myself and other schoolmates. My name is Irfan Berohan. So first is Jordan, Yongting, Fatimah Nabila, Jordan Ustani, Hauzinji, Jinduan dengan one member tak datang. So okay, first of all, I say thank you to Mr. Muhammad Hazwan bin Zakari, Project Executive, because I accept our invitation interview session. For the interview session, we will provide some question about soil mechanics and construction industry. Can you tell us about yourself, Mr. Hazwan?
Hello everybody. Assalamualaikum and good evening to all. Can you hear me or not?
Yes.
Okay. So my name is Muhammad Hazwan bin Zakari. I'm as a project executive for IOI Properties, a group Sendian Bahat. So now I'm working for the project Alanis project at Kota Warisan Sepang, within a 40-story block 4 block, and now my project is now in the finishing stage lah. So my experience actually more to the construction industry for the high rise, but for this soil mechanism, I only got not very much experience on this matter, but actually I also got some experience also lah for this soil mechanism. Okay, so we can proceed to the next question.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Hazwan. I will pass to my friend to ask next question.
Hello. So how long have you worked in this field, and why did you choose to work in this field?
Okay. I already experienced in this construction is already almost 9 years, and actually I work in this field because during my school days, during my little days, actually I already to be, my ambition is to be a civil engineer lah. So and then I follow all the course until the graduation. I also in the civil engineering. So that's why I inside this field lah, the engineering field. So I think that is the answer lah, why I choose this field, because I cannot go to any other field because I already take the course that my ambition during my childhood. Yeah.
Next question.
Next question is, do you ever face any challenges or issue related to soil?
Okay. I also stated before this. Actually, I experience more on the high-rise building, but for the soil, I also got some experience lah. No, not very much. Last time I built for the Suke project highway. Is it anybody know about the Suke project? Have you heard about the Suke project? SUKE project, the tallest elevated highway in the Malaysia lah.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Actually, the project I am in charge for the sloping work and also the road work and drainage lah. So during the sloping work, when the heavy rain come, heavy downpour, so there is possible to the slope get landslide lah. And then some more the settlement of the ground also sometime after we do the work, and then sometimes the settlement appear on our ground. So that is the challenge that I face lah. I think that's all lah for the challenges that I face.
Okay, thank you. And the next question is, recently there is a case of landslide in Kuala Lumpur in this year. So what are your view in this incident? Because it caused very much injury.
I think this incident happened at the Ampang, if I'm not mistaken lah.
Yes, Ampang.
Right, and also cause the fatalities. Okay, because for my view, of course lah, this case should not be happening at all lah, because actually if the design already there and the slope have been constructed, follow the specification. But I think the main reason that happened is because during that time is heavy rain occurs on that time lah. Because I also read about this, the heavy rain is not stopping like until 24 hours, more than 24 hours. I think this not cater in the design or what lah, and then that's why the landslide happened. That is my point of view lah. And because after that, I think the after the case happened, some the investigation also doing at the location. I think there is no sustain lah, no crack or what lah for the slope. So that one, I suspect also due to groundwater level that we cannot actually the groundwater level is quite give the construction fee is a very trouble lah, because groundwater level sometimes it can be very low and sometimes it's very hard. That's why your groundwater level cannot be cannot be expect lah, cannot be predictable, yeah. So that is the thing that happened lah. Okay, that's all.
Okay, sir. So, in your opinion, what type of soil test must require for building construction, especially especially in Malaysia, and why does it require?
Soil test. Okay. First of all, the soil test that we need to do usually before we start any construction. First of all, we must do the soil investigation, because we need to know all the ground level, all the groundwater level, and also the hard layer of the earth. And then because usually for the construction, we will make it as a foundation. Foundation usually we using the cap or rough pile or any method lah for the piling work. So that's why the first is soil investigation. They need to do. They need to conduct, because we need to know the layer of the soil. Is it and then we also need to also need to design for the length of the pile penetration. That one is soil test. That's why the soil test is very important to do the construction. And other thing, other test they also need to do is field density test. That one is for usually for the highway construction. Is it for the road work lah? Road work we usually do field density test to make sure that the ground level is very firm before we apply the premix later lah. And also actually got and many more tests, but some I also not sure. But at the slope there, the test that we need for the sloping is isometer and inclinometer. for the piezometer, if I'm not mistaken, is for the to read the water level, and inclinometer we want to see the movement of the slope. Is it got how many the tolerance? Is it the slope is stable or need to treat lah? That is the test that I faced lah before. But still got many more lah. But so you need to learn more lah. Okay, I think that's all.
Okay, thank you, HAZWAN. So the last question is, construction of soil ground area is a great challenge in the field of engineering. What is the solution when facing this kind of soil?
Yeah, it's very true lah, because the muddy soil, the soft layer of soil is very give the industry player construction is very difficult to us to construct any building lah. But that's all we need, all the tests to do before we proceed any work. Because when we do the, like I said before, when we do the soil investigation, so we already know how the type of the soil. So that's why the test is important. And then actually I am a contractor side or developer side. We just do we just construct, because another thing is one more is for the consultant side. Consultant side is designing and do the drawing issue the drawing to us to follow the design requirement lah. So we as a construction player, so we just construct based on what the specification give to us lah for the from the consultant. So that's all. I think the solution is just follow the specification that given from the design team and the consultant. I think that's all lah.
So
Because, one more thing, because we actually maybe I just want to brief some, because later when you add the industrial player, we got a contractor and also got the consultant. There are two type of the different lah, because consultant is more on the theory part, and then the practical part is for the construction side, that is for developer, main contractor, subcontractor, all of that lah. Okay, that's all I think.
So, which last question? Our interview session is over today. So, thank you to our interview members, and I am say so much thank you to Mr. HAZWAN to come this interview session.
Okay.
So, today we get a lot of thing about soil mechanics and construction industry from Mr. HAZWAN. So here I will end up this interview session here. Thank you, Mr. HAZWAN.
Okay, thank you. See you again.
Boleh
Thank you, Mr. Azwan.
Okay, boleh.
So can we take a photo together?
Okay, some screenshot.
Screenshot.
Boleh.
1, 2.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Done.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you, sir.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much.
Thank you,
sir.
HAZWAN.
Bye.
Thank you, sir.
Bye.